I'm glad to be here. As some of y'all can tell, I'm from nowhere close to this place. I sound like a damn bowl of gravy up here right now, I know. Actually, y'all probably like that shit, now that I think about it. We are at the home of a bowl of gravy. I'm excited to be here. Never been out of the country, never been to Montreal. I grew up on a farm in Harvest, Alabama, so this is a really cool experience. When I first told my parents I was coming here, my dad immediately said, "Can you bring me back some of that steak seasoning, that we put on?" That was like the most redneck shit I've ever heard in my life. But yeah, I'm glad to be here. I got some fun news. About a month ago, I got engaged, so that's exciting. Yeah. The engagement was interesting, you shouldn't buy the ring too far ahead of time. I bought it 6 months before we got engaged, and that's too much power for one man. I'm serious, it can get weird, I didn't have an exact date that I wanted to do it on, so we were just kind of hanging out, and it got weird. We'd be in the kitchen, and she'd get kind of sarcastic, and I would think, well, not tonight for sure, tonight's not the night for sure, You got to act like you want it, Alyssa, you do. It was either this ring or a sea-doo, and right now I wish I was... So that's been interesting. I enjoy being engaged, She's already ready to start planning getting married, which I thought we would wait 5 or 6 years for that too, so we're figuring it out. I moved from Alabama to Colorado 8 years ago to experience real-time travel. It's been a wild ride. Like, the hipsters are what I met for the first time, and they're very nice people. They roll their jeans up, they recycle. I like them. They're just into different stuff than me. Like, they love bicycles. Where I'm from, bicycles are a consequence for driving shit-faced. Yeah, like, we worry our whole lives we might end up on a Huffy one day, That's scary as hell to us. But no, not where I live. There's people making $300,000 a year pedaling uphill. I'm like, you're a dumbass, Doug. You don't have to save the planet with a bicycle. We got cars you can plug into coffee makers, I saw a guy in Colorado start his Tesla with a good attitude and a crystal, okay? We don't, it's just a different time. The things that they're into are different. They love rock climbing, That seems like a cry for help to me. You're so sad you got to almost die to feel something. That's a wild ride to be on. All I got to do is run some errands, watch the news. I'm sitting on my sofa. I'm barely fucking hanging on, And they love asking guys like me. They're like, "Hey, you climb, bro? You climb, bro?" It's like, I don't climb, man. You can see my nipples through my t-shirt, man. I don't climb. Your name's River. My name's Derrick. We're different, Speaking of nipples, I don't know why they took away titty twisters, to be honest with you. Y'all remember that in the 90s? You had to keep your head on a swivel or you'd lose one, I feel like it helped tighten up this younger generation. Because some of y'all remember, if you're over the age of 30, you remember you'd just be cruising through Mama's house and one of your cousins just lights your ass up one time. It's like, "What are you doing this?" And then they say something like jumper cables, and now they got you, you're up there. You're like, "I can't feel my balls, Chris." I just think maybe we can tighten up this younger generation, keep them on their toes. Next time your nephew's being a rascal, get him one, And you'll see that fear in his eyes, and that's when you go, "Hey, I don't know when I'm going to let go either, And right there in that moment, you're going to watch that young man grow, Because now we've got a real situation, Ran out of breath. We're at sea level. That's embarrassing, I'm serious. Shit, when you're on top of a mountain, you go, "Hey, everybody, it's the altitude. I'm breathing through my tits." But down here, I gained 20 pounds during the quarantine because I got into crock pots real heavy. I'm serious. We've all fucked around with a crock pot or two, but I bought a power strip. I started running 5 or 6 at a time. I couldn't believe that they invented something you could forget about and absolutely nail. I go upstairs, hit the bong, jack off, come down. The carrots are perfect. It's crazy. I should have jacked off twice. Who knows how good they could have been. I just panicked. I was like, I'm serious. Some of y'all, we got an older crowd. Y'all know a crock pot. Come on, I see you. You've ran one for sure. I I love them. Having ADHD as an adult, crock pots are lights out. It's the only thing they've ever created where you forget about. People come over, they're like, what did you do to these beans? I'm like, I fucking forgot about them. And they're perfect. 13 hours on low, bitch. It's things I'm trying to get used to, you know? Hipsters made things popular I never saw coming. Growing up in the country, you know. Carhartt's a mainstream brand now. That blows my mind. Growing up in Alabama, we wore Carhartt forever. I mean, I never put Carhartt on in high school and thought, man, the women are in trouble today, you know? And now it's popular. You remember 6 years ago, if somebody was wearing Carhartt, you could tell a lot about it. You were like, they struggle with math, eat a lot of deer meat, you know? Now it's changed, you know? Same thing with the brand Champion. I grew up in the 90s. I remember what Champion was, and it was hot fucking garbage. It was Kmart's flagship brand. And now everybody's wearing it. It's $100 for a sweatshirt. And listen, if you're under the age of 25, you're not going to get this championship, okay? So I'll break it down for you, Skylar. I'll tell you the truth. If you were wearing Champion in 1996, it meant that you had wheels under your living room, okay? It's just the truth. Take it from me. I mean, all these things they made popular, it's mind-blowing. Fanny packs. Fanny packs tried to make a run in the late 90s. It didn't go great. In 1999, if you were wearing a fanny pack, somebody'd skateboard up to you and punch you right in the fucking mouth. And now, if you got on a dating app tonight, you put on a Champion sweatshirt, a Carhartt beanie, strapped on a fanny pack, you'd end up in an orgy, you idiot. Thank y'all so much.